Imagine you're sitting with a friend at a cafe and they tell you, "I'm tired of depression and negative thoughts, I heard the keto diet might help." What do you think? At first, it sounds strange because most of us associate the keto diet with weight loss or blood sugar control, not mental health. But in recent years, scientists have started paying attention to the link between food and the brain, especially how the keto diet might affect mood and depression. So let's dive into the question, can keto really help with depression, or is it just a myth? The ketogenic diet is a way of eating that cuts carbs down to a very low level while focusing on healthy fats like olive oil, nuts, and avocado, with moderate protein. Normally, your body runs on glucose from carbs, but in keto, it switches to using fat for fuel. The liver turns some of that fat into molecules called ketones, and the brain can actually use these ketones as energy. That's what makes scientists wonder, could ketones change how the brain works and improve mood? Now, let's pause and understand what depression really is. It's not just sadness or feeling down. It's a medical condition that affects the brain and the whole body's chemistry. People with depression often feel persistent sadness, lose interest in things they used to enjoy, struggle with sleep, either too much or too little, experience appetite changes, and deal with negative thoughts or feelings of worthlessness. Traditional treatments like SSRIs work on brain chemistry, but not everyone responds to them. That's why people are asking whether food could play a role as well. There are several scientific theories about how keto might influence mood. First, it helps stabilize blood sugar levels. The brain is extremely sensitive to sudden spikes and drops in sugar, and these swings can trigger mood changes. By keeping blood sugar steady, keto may create a sense of calm and stability. Second, ketones themselves act as a clean and efficient fuel for the brain, and some studies suggest they improve how brain cells function while reducing inflammation, which is often linked to depression. Third, keto may affect neurotransmitters, the brain chemicals that control mood. For example, serotonin is linked to calmness, dopamine to motivation and happiness, and GABA to reducing anxiety. Early research shows keto might increase GABA, which could ease stress and improve mood. Fourth, keto is known to lower inflammation in the body and brain, and since chronic inflammation is associated with depression, this might be another way it helps. Finally, there's the gut microbiome, the bacteria living in our intestines that directly influence the brain and mood. Keto changes the microbiome in ways that may benefit mental health for some people. What do the studies say? Animal research shows that keto can reduce depression-like and anxiety-like behavior in rodents. In humans, the evidence is still limited and small-scale. Some people report feeling more energetic and happier on keto, but so far, there isn't strong proof that keto is an official treatment for depression. The best way to think about it is as a promising supportive tool, not a replacement for medical or psychological treatment. Apart from its potential effect on mood, keto has other benefits. It often leads to weight loss, which can boost self-confidence. It helps maintain steady energy without sugar crashes. It can improve blood sugar control for people with type 2 diabetes. And it reduces inflammation throughout the body. But keto isn't for everyone. Some people experience keto flu in the first week, with headaches, fatigue, and dizziness. It can reduce fiber intake if you don't eat enough vegetables. It may put stress on the kidneys or liver for certain individuals. And it's very restrictive, making it hard to stick to long term. Plus, depression is a serious illness, and nobody should rely only on diet while ignoring professional treatment. So what should someone do if they're struggling with depression and curious about keto? The safest approach is to talk with both a mental health professional and a nutritionist. Reduce carbs gradually, focus on healthy fats instead of fried foods, monitor your physical and emotional health closely, and never stop medication or therapy without a doctor's guidance. There are personal stories online about people who felt better on keto. For example, One woman said that after 6 months, she had more energy and less persistent sadness. But others have reported the opposite, more anxiety or social isolation because of the diet's strict rules. The takeaway is that it's very individual, and results aren't guaranteed. In the end, keto might support some people with depression by stabilizing blood sugar, reducing inflammation, and improving brain chemistry, but much more research is needed. It shouldn't replace therapy, medication, exercise, or social support, but it could be one piece of the bigger puzzle. And if you're dealing with depression, remember it's not a weakness, it's a real medical condition. The most important thing is to reach out for help, whether from a doctor, a therapist, or someone you trust. Keto could be an extra tool, but healing always comes from a full, balanced plan that works for you.